Hello gents, hope you're having a fantastic day even tonight wherever you are. Today I'm going to talk about a very quick mindset shift that me and David were talking about for a while, that is not worrying about things you cannot control. Now, David did mention a very good caveat, which I'm going to mention at the start of this episode, which is there's a difference between your emotional pain, your emotional reality, and you being in a state of healing, and what I'm about to talk about here today, which is on the internet we have lots of this. It's very loud, very noisy, very opinions, lots of people doing lots of things. That business has got this person's just bought this car, this person's just bought this new suit, look at this person's girlfriend, etc. The news is the same, mainstream media is the same, etc, etc, etc. Anything that, because look, it's the game, okay? Very quickly, we're all here to gain attention, so as I've referred it to in another Vault piece, we gain attention, we can gain your time, you build trust with us, then you're more likely to spend money with us. That's the game. You can hate the rules all you like, that just means you're going to play the game worse. So, I'm going to help you play the game better, because this is the big soup of information, this is the big soup of the internet, and what you want to do, right, because 95% of this you're not going to be able to control, right? Can I control that Barry is with Sally? No. Can I control that Charles' business is doing incredibly well from what we see over here? Right? Just over here, it's making a lot of noise about how amazing his business is doing. Right? In the same way, we also have my ex, my partner, my etc. is worried about these things. Again, it could be anything, but someone who you don't have in your life, which is the key element at the time, so it probably isn't your partner, but someone who you did have in your life that's now doing something really cool. They've just gone on that holiday, they've just bought that new house, they've just got a new car, just got a new dog, perhaps, cat, so on, right? The question I would have for you is, does this mess, or this mess add to you personally moving forward on your mission in what you're trying to do as a man? If the answer is no, don't worry about it. That's easier said than done. But just consider, does it add to your life? Number one. Number two, can you actually change it? Okay, let's use this analogy over here with our friends here in green. Right? So we'll use Charlie as the example. Charlie has just got new house, new car, new dog, new wife. Fantastic. But Charlie, in his wonderful green world, doesn't want to actually spend any time with you, which is over here in this blue world, right? So you're doing the same thing, you're doing your thing, etc. But Charlie has decided, in his almighty wisdom, that he is too busy for you, right? Now this may be emotionally upsetful, this may be like, what the fuck, Charlie? We were really good friends. But is you, right, outside of accepting this reality, is you being upset about it, is you doing this, etc., 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 or the concept of being made redundant, which is another one which can be common, which unfortunately is going to be a reality for potentially quite a lot of people in the next year. Can you do anything about the fact that Charlie doesn't want to spend any time with you anymore? Can you do anything about the other shiny business over here is doing better, perceivably, than you? Is that a fair comparison? Something else to consider. Or the fact you might be made redundant. Can you actually do much about that, bar show up and do your best every single day and try and add value to the company, so if and when there is a chopping block, your head's not on it? This is the principle around not worrying about things you can't control. What's happening with Ukraine? What's happening with COVID? What's happening with the economy as a whole? You can't actually fully control that. The news is designed to play that game. The more attention that the news can gather, any organisation, independent, right, left, in the middle, doesn't matter, is designed to play that game of, you have more attention, which means you gain more people's time, which means you gain their trust, which in turn means you can monetize it. Well, that's a monetized audience, or saying, hey, buy this thing, eventually you'll buy that thing, right? Every time that we talk about a product service, it gives us a touch point to that product and service, which means we're more likely to then purchase it when the timing is right for us to buy that product or service. So if you limit and you control what you consume, but also then what you worry about, you're less likely to have all these distractions. You're less likely to care as much about what happens to the business. You're less worried about having this person, whoever that may be, with their new house, new car, new dog, new wife, right? Because if they've made the decision, or they've made the decision that you are not valuable, e.g. investing time, energy and resources into talking to you and continuing to build that relationship and holding on to that relationship, then you're going to grow apart anyway. But you could sit here and you could really, really, really worry about it and not actually move yourself forward, because you can't do anything if that person's decided to change their priorities. So if you found this video helpful and you would like to hear more about this kind of concept and this principle, then let us know in the comment section down below and we'll be sure to do some content talking about it. Thank you so much for coming back and watching once again, and we'll see you very, very soon.